before I get your season prediction, I do want to play for real or Fugazi with you.
Ooh, I like games.
Where I do name a Western Conference team that could be threats to the Dallas Mavericks to knock them off in the playoffs. If they are threats, they are for real. If they aren't threats, they are Fugazi. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, for real or Fugazi?
For real. They've got enough to do it. Even though we beat them last year, I think they've got enough to do it. Not that I'm saying that they will, but I think they've got enough tools and enough players and enough, stars and defense to do it. They just didn't last year, and I hope they don't again.
All right. For real or Fugazi, the Los Angeles Lakers?
I want to say for real, but until I see it, I'm saying Fugazi. I'm saying Fugazi until I see it. I mean, they've got the two pillars in AD and LeBron. That's always something to worry about. But I think the Mavericks always, this year, last year, the years to come, have the ability to beat these Lakers all the time. And we just have enough to combat what they have. Unless they just, add another piece or, when they step out there this year, they're a totally different Laker team. I'm not as worried about them.
All right. For real or Fugazi, the Minnesota Timberwolves?
For real, I think they're mad. I think Minnie is mad. And every time they see us, they're going to gun to beat us down because we took them out in 5. And they
5, though? You guys took them out in 5.
5. I had that going 7.
I mean, if you would have told me the Mavs had won this series, but wow, okay. But to win in 5, especially after the way they did the Nuggets, I shout out to y'all. I owe you a million apologies.
Honestly,
5. But yes, they're for real.
If that was anything I was surprised with, it was that right there. To beat them in 5, I thought they were going to be a really tough test. Like, for real, like going to 7, like last 2 minutes of the game, it's getting decided type stuff. But it was not that at all. So I'm going to say they're for real because I know they for real want some revenge against us. Minnesota fans got Dallas marked on the schedule.
Yes, they did. All right. For real or Fugazi, the Golden State Warriors?
Fugazi! Fugazi. They are not the Warriors of old, and they never will be. Steph is always a problem. Draymond's going to get a couple of technicals, probably get kicked out of the game. I'm not worried about the Warriors at all.
All right. Moving on. For real or Fugazi, the Sacramento Kings?
Fugazi. They went from being a top 4 team to in-season tournament. I don't know if they know who they are.
DeMar DeRozan doesn't do anything for you?
DeMar DeRozan doesn't do enough for me. He doesn't do enough for me. He didn't do enough for Chicago with all that they had. He didn't do enough for me with Sacramento. Maybe it helps them not be as inconsistent, go from like a 4 seed to an in-season tournament team. I don't know. But right now, until I see it, Fugazi.
All right. The Denver Nuggets, for real or Fugazi?
For real. For real, especially if Jamal is healthy. Okay. Those guys are a problem. Obviously, they didn't go back-to-back last year, and, we didn't even get to play them in the playoffs, but the Nuggets are a problem. I mean, they have Jokic. Yeah. That's always a problem. You can see wherever Jokic is now, he's one of those players, no matter how stacked his team is, especially if he's got a healthy Jamal Murray and a defensive monster and, athletic freak like Aaron Gordon, the Nuggets will always be everybody's problem. So, for real.
Yeah. All right, last but not least, the Phoenix Suns, for real or Fugazi?
I'm feeling a little Fugazi here.
All right.
A little Fugazi. I would like to say it for real, but they've just been
can't get it together.
So up and exactly. I mean, that's the perfect way to say it. They can't get it together. They have the star power out there that could lead them to be something, but they've had coaching issues. They've had player changes. It's just everything under the sun for Phoenix.
Hey.
And they just can't. Once they get it together, then they'll be for real. But as of right now, I think they're pretty Fugazi until they prove all of us otherwise.